They told us he sucked. They told us he was a bust. They told us he was an undrafted guy. And what did we see? We saw Shedeur Sanders go out there and look like one of the top quarterbacks, if not the top quarterback in this year's draft. Right? There was this weird thing going on where you watched this man play 4 years of amazing football at the quarterback position, and then everybody's telling us that he sucks? Man, what's up with that? Dillon Gabriel? I mean, no shade to Dillon Gabriel, but shade to his supporters. Think that he's better than Shedeur Sanders. This guy won the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm. What we saw today was no surprise. And man, these haters, they're quiet, or they say it's preseason. Well, last I checked, this is the only football being played right now, man. How's that Coke taste? Yeah, shove it up both ends, baby. That's right, because Shedeur Sanders looked amazing today. He was making strong throws in the pocket. He was showed off his great scrambling ability. Once he got settled down, throwing darts only, baby. You saw him extend the play, throw down field off platform. You saw those 2 amazing touchdown throws in the end zone. Just threaded the needle in between 2 defensive backs. And then on that second touchdown, man, that was beautiful. It was beautiful. Do you see him avoid the pressure? Shout out to the running back for the blitz pickup, reset his feet, and then fire in a perfect dart. And then on the first touchdown, you saw him roll out to the left side. Again, set his feet, boom. Amazing throw. And we love to see it. The haters got no idea what to do. The Giants, the Saints, man, I can't think of all these other teams that drafted all these, shitty quarterbacks. I don't know what they're thinking tonight other than that they messed up. They believe the haters. They believe the people that were just looking into nonsense, man. Just nonsense. But we don't need to get back into all that. And this is about Shedeur Sanders, man, coming through, absolutely killing it. So we're going to dive in, get into some reaction. We'll look at the stats, what other people are saying, the celebration. Shedeur Sanders has never I've never cared about a preseason game. Even as a Broncos fan, I've never cared about a preseason game as much as what we saw tonight because of the way this man he's been hated on, man. And he's nowhere near a 5th round talent. And tonight he proved that, man. He looked much better than a 5th round talent, man. I think the Browns got their guy. Absolutely. So let me cut this music because I'm starting to get distracted by it. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. I had to get on here and just do this, man. I had to get on here. I'll get to a few of your comments. Janetra Jackson saying, yeah, that's right. Shedeur Sanders looked like he made some of these money throws tonight that franchise quarterbacks make. And like I said, if the Browns are going to find their franchise quarterback, it's going to be in the most Browns way possible. They got like 6 quarterbacks on the roster. But you saw Kevin Stefanski. He said, hey, Shedeur's going to be getting more reps and more time next week as well, based on how he played tonight. This is exactly what I was expecting. Once he got his opportunity, he would have to capitalize on it because of his draft position. But he did just that. We knew he was going to do just that. Cam Duncan, they had a nice shot of Dillon Gabriel's face tonight. You can see in the eyes that he knows he might be screwed. Yeah, he's got the I don't know, it's not like the rope, but he's going to have opportunity because of being a 3rd round draft pick. But hey, if Shedeur continues to play like this, man, that's not even going to matter, man. These throws were incredible, man. And yeah, Cleveland, I'm sure they're going to eat this up this week, but no doubt in my mind, Shedeur is that guy, man. He's going to be that guy. Now, I imagine you have Joe Flacco go out there and start the regular season, unless like maybe he has like a Dak Prescott performance next week against the Eagles, right? Then you got to start having some insane conversations, like Dak was doing in his first rookie preseason, right? But you still don't need to rush things, man. Have Joe Flacco go out there. Shedeur can, still sit back, learn a little bit like that. He doesn't need to, go into week one expecting to be the savior, like any of that, man. Have Joe Flacco do his thing 6 games in, then you hand it over to Shedeur, have him do his thing. That's how I feel about it. But let's get into some of the stats before I get back to some of the comments. Again, guys, be sure to smash that like, subscribe if you haven't done that yet, so you can join the chat. Now, let's go ahead and have some fun here. Let's get to the box score. Of course, Shedeur looked incredible. 14 of 23. And I'm not going to go through all of his throws, but I'm going to talk about some of them. So his first throw of the game was like a slant pass, I believe, off to Deontay Johnson. And Deontay Johnson, man, just dropping balls like he always does, man. Like, dude, that guy is so overrated. Anyways, then you saw him extend the play, make some money throws on like third down. There was another really great throw. I think it was maybe on a third down when they were close to their end zone, and you saw Shedeur just step up in the pocket and rip. Like, it must have been like a 25-yard dig route to the wide receiver. Again, you saw him roll out, throw off platform, a nice one where the receiver caught it like one-handed. Looked amazing, but Shedeur throws a very nice catchable ball, and he can do that by even patting the ball. Can we finally put all that stuff to bed, that none of it matters? Shedeur showed accuracy. For the most part, he was putting the ball in the right place. Now, there was one earlier on where he escaped a sack, rolled out to his left, and just kind of airmailed it over the guy's head a little bit. Man, that's okay. Rookie quarterbacks, man, they all have these sorts of moments. But you saw Shedeur got settled in, even with these backup offensive linemen, man, that he was just throwing. He was just throwing darts. Very impressed by his accuracy, very impressed by his pocket presence outside of that 4th and 2 where he ended up just kind of doing his thing where, he scrambled back like 20 yards, but he at least got rid of the ball, which was important. No turnovers for him. So overall, I would give him a plus grade for his decision-making, his play. And, I'm sure there were a few plays that he said that he would take back, but overall, you cannot be more impressed with how he played, especially getting the minimal reps that he's gotten. I mean, sometimes, guys, he's going in practice and he's getting like 7 throws because they got 10,000 quarterbacks on this roster, man. How are you supposed to get an evaluation? How are you supposed to develop chemistry and getting better when these quarterbacks are having to split up reps 4 ways? Okay. I thought he did tremendous for all these factors and playing on the Browns. But we saw, man, that he elevated the talent. And that's what he's always done at Jackson State, at CU. And now we're seeing it with here in Cleveland or in Carolina with the Browns. The Browns won by freaking 20 points. 20 points, 30-10. How about that? You also saw Shedeur show that he is not just a statue, which we all knew. 4 rushes, 19 yards. He can escape the pocket. He has enough escapability to be dangerous. Now, you want him to work on still getting rid of the ball quickly, but I think that he showed today, man, that he can make those plays when needed, man. I loved it. Now, there were a few things I wanted to get to that, like, I retweeted on my Twitter. We'll get to it. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, Flacco's so happy. Yeah, these guys look a little nervous right there. Deshaun Watson, I mean, he's basically done with that Achilles tear. And, Dylan Gabriel, sure, he wishes he could be out there. But Shedeur all smiles walking in. Love to see him rocking the CU backpack. That was great. And then again, some of you guys are probably going to be upset, but it's just the truth. If Shedeur has a buzz cut and he's a white guy saying, thanking everybody for being on the field, thanking everybody for the play calling, talking about the operation is good. Then he's going into thanking God. He says, I mean, God is patient with us. We mess up at time as humans, but I feel like he throws us away. He doesn't throw us away like individuals, preaching, inspiring stuff up there, um, there would be no issue. There would be no issue. Sadly, sports is a big mirror on our society, and it is a shame that he is mischaracterized so often the way that he is, by people that perceive him to be a certain way, actually taking the time to listen to him, taking the time to listen to all his press conferences, taking the time to see how he operated here at CU, how he was beloved by all of his teammates, man. He's a great guy, he's a great leader, and, yeah, when he's getting up in front of the mic like this, you cannot, feel anything but excitement and love for a guy like this. But, "Oh, it's because he wears a chain and celebrates." Man, shut up. Doesn't matter. I love to see this, though. I love to see this, and everybody else is going to see it next week as well. All right. I think there were a few more memes here that I wanted to share. Oh yeah, it's only preseason. If you're in here saying this, it's only preseason. And yeah, we know. We know what the agenda is, man. Nah, nah. We're gonna be celebrating this like it's the Super Bowl. Just saying. All right, yeah. What you gonna do when Shedeur Mania runs wild on you? Dollar Dog Nick with an amazing meme right here. Love it. All right, just a few more. I'll get to some of your comments. Kevin Stefanski saying the situations were invaluable for Shedeur. He'll get a ton of reps next week in the second preseason game against the Eagles. And the Eagles, they're actually, a very good football team, Super Bowl champions, right? So that kind of experience, even going up against their twos and threes, they're so much better than the twos and threes of the Carolina Panthers. So that's going to be great experience. And man, I'm just happy about this. Somebody posted this. I'm sorry, but I had to save it and then reshare it. But stunt on these hoes, and that's exactly what he did. Shedeur Sanders stunted on the hose. All these haters, man, they don't know what to do. What do you do when the quarterback you say sucks actually makes a bunch of great throws? What do you do when the guy you said is just self-absorbed and only cares about himself is showing humility and giving everybody else credit and talking about their faith in God? Oh, please. I mean, all these haters, dude, eat that copium for just saying it's just preseason. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. We're over here living great lives, and you are miserable. Shedeur Sanders, baby. That's what I'm talking about tonight. All right. Get to a few more of your comments here. See what else we got. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel knows he's going to have to step up, man. Absolutely. Guavo saying, I say let Joe start, get Shedeur into the beginning. Um, I didn't like, especially the Colorado flashbacks, but he holds on to the ball a little bit at a time. He can do his thing. Yeah. No, I feel that. Give him a little bit of time to still ease into things. I mean, again, people forget that neither Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes started their first week in the NFL, and Josh Allen. I don't think Josh Allen started his first game. I think he started the second or third game. But again, it's no big deal if he starts the season, as the backup. He's going to get his time, man. Yeah, man. All right, what else we got here? Yeah. Yeah, he almost took that monster sack. That was a bit ugly, but he killed it. Yeah, overall, um, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I was like almost kind of right with predicting this thing. I was thinking with my show on Tuesday, I said like 18 of 23. What was he? What was he like? 14 of 23. Said two touchdowns, two touchdowns. I'm just going to credit the football gods for that. I just felt inspired. A little low on the yardage. I think I had like 184. And then in today's like little short I posted, I was like, you know what? He's going for 200. But if some of these Browns receivers can catch the balls that hit him straight in the hands, he would have thrown for 200, man. He would have. He looked great. He looked great. He had a couple of, rough throws, but guys, go back and look at the rookie quarterbacks throughout preseason in the first like 4 weeks, even with Bo Nix, like first 6 weeks, man. Like you got to get used to the speed, man. It's just a different speed than even in practice. They'll settle down, and then he'll be making those throws, man. I'm sorry, but DG knows the writing's on the wall. Him or Pickett getting the boot. Yeah, hopefully it's Kenny Pickett, man. Um, yeah, for his sake. Yeah, 10,000 quarterbacks, man. It is insane, man. They also got Tyler Huntley on the roster now, man. Yeah, exactly, man. Shedor's such a great guy, great athlete. I don't get the hate at all. Again, it has, in my opinion, nothing to do with Coach Prime or Shedeur. It's the hate certain people have in their hearts. It's terrible. It's terrible. Why can't you just wish well for somebody? Why can't you? People got all sorts of issues, man. And you know what? People don't like happy people either. That's another thing in our society that we have to change somehow is, people don't like people who smile and enjoy their life and are happy. And for instance, Coach Prime, Shiloh, the whole family, Shedeur, they're happy people. Dennis, you're exactly right. We all knew this was Shedeur. Yeah, I know. This morning, I was watching the Baylor game highlights again because that's one of my favorite Shedeur games ever. And I'm just watching this going, I don't know how you watch this and say, you know what, man, this guy's a fifth round pick, man. You know, this is what we've seen. Yeah, copium, Samish. I don't know what you're saying, Mark. I'm sorry, man. It's late. D time, what you saying? You didn't complete your sentence, my man. Why didn't they let Shedeur play in the fourth quarter? Yeah, I don't know. I think they announced that the plan was for him to play like the majority of the game, but not entirely the whole game. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe they still, for some reason, wanted to get a look at Tyler Huntley, I guess. I absolutely love this. Been waiting to track CU boys in the NFL and waiting to watch CU this upcoming college football season. It's time. Yeah, it's going to be a great year to have Sunday Ticket or Red Zone because there's going to be guys playing all over the country with CU this year. And don't forget about Zay Weaver with the Cardinals. I think that he's going to get some nice time this year in the regular season for the Cardinals as well. So yeah, we got a lot of great buffs out there right now, and we're only going to see more and more in the NFL as the years go on. And tomorrow we got Travis Hunter, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, D time. I just think they still wanted to get a look at Tyler Huntley again. Browns doing Browns things, but if there's anybody who has elevated, shit football programs to being, respectable and successful, it is Shedeur Sanders. He did it with Jackson State. He did it with my CU Buffalo. So, he's been in these situations of dysfunction, maybe not this level of dysfunction, but we'll see what he can do, man. Shedeur's that guy. Man, I'm so pumped about all this. Yeah, everybody's rooting for Shedeur now, but never once went to a CU game prior, posting love tweets after the game. But yeah, no love before. Yeah, like yeah, already seen that on Twitter. It's like, man, all these people posting it, whatever, man. But whenever you're hopping on the CU Shedeur bandwagon, you're welcome. You're welcome to come on and join us, man. It's a lot of fun over here. It's some of the most fun you'll ever have in your life as a sports fan. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, just hopped on. Let's go. Let's go, Gennaro. Man, I'm pumped about this, man. I hope you guys were like, I was so nervous, guys. I was sweating like crazy. I was telling Chico, I just had all this like anxious energy, man. I was so excited to see him play, but also like, man, if he doesn't do well, man, it's not going to be good when you got 10,000 quarterbacks on the roster. But we didn't even have to worry about that because Shedeur came ready for the moment, just like LeJounte was last night. And then shout out to Jimmy Horn. Man, yeah, he missed Jimmy for a touchdown. Jimmy did get some work. Let me go back here to the let's see here, the box score. Yeah, we saw Jimmy. Yeah, he had he had more than yeah, he had 5 targets, caught 4 for 15 yards, and yeah, just missed that one downfield, man. But Jimmy showed off his speed. He broke a tackle off of a punt return, but ended up getting wrapped up. Like I think he flashed definitely. There's obviously more to come from Jimmy Horn. 4 for 15. We know he's going to be putting up stats higher than that in the future. And then we can get to the punt returning. Hopefully, we see more from the punt returns and kick returns with him. Trevor Etienne fumbled a punt that led to Shedeur's first touchdown, I believe. But Jimmy Horn, yeah, first return or one return, no yards, but it was still an entertaining no yard return. And then, yeah, 20-yard return or 19-yard return off of the kickoff. How do you guys feel about this new kickoff thing? We'll see how it goes. Guess we had it last year, but it's just a little bit different. Anyways, Jimmy Horn, congratulations to him, playing in his first NFL game, preseason game. Let's see him get more action. And Jack Plummer looked terrible, man. Anyways. Oh yeah, you need Shedeur stats, man. I got you. We'll go through again. 14 of 23, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also had 4 rushes for 19 yards. And yeah, go check out my shorts that I published. I got like a full highlight reel of his game, and then his first 2 touchdowns. Man, he was incredible. And when we get the all 22 on NFL Pro, hopefully I'll have time to kind of go through that and we can kind of break down some of his best throws and maybe some things that I'm sure they're talking about in the film room when he's meeting with all the rest of the quarterbacks too. So really great. I give his performance an A, man. 2 touchdowns, led 3 scoring drives for 20 points. Should have been 21, but they missed the extra point. Good decision making. He showed good scrambling ability. He also ran the quarterback sneak really well. A couple of plays that made you cringe, but that happens with every rookie quarterback, man. I very impressed with Shedeur today, no doubt about it. And how many sacks? I want to say 1 sack. Any deflections? No, nothing off the line. Some drop passes from his receivers. I think there was on a route that he was throwing over the middle. There was like a nice jump made by one of those safeties to break it up, but I wouldn't fault that to the receiver or to Shedeur. Sometimes, man, these DBs just make good plays. But overall, I mean, he was showing that he's got the arm to make throws from all over the field from different spots, whether that's in the pocket or on the run. Yeah, throwing. Man, I wish. Yeah. Anyways, man, we'll see if they can get a better performance out of Deontay Johnson here in the future. Or 2 sacks. My bad, for 6 yards. We have it right there. So he did not get sacked when he was, it wasn't doing any drifting outside of that one play. I feel like on 4th and 2. He looked composed, standing strong in the pocket. I hope you guys noticed that too. Mark saying, glad that Shedeur prevailed through the Browns crap. Now what, Stefanski? We already knew Shedeur was going to do this. We know he's not a 5th rounder, really. Yeah, we're going to have to see what happens now, man. As long as he continues to maximize his opportunity on the field and, in practice, he's going to continue to get his opportunities, man. I think Shedeur, man, let me find this photo of him and Andrew Berry, because I mean, hasn't it been reported that this was Andrew Berry's pick, right? And this isn't the best pick. I saw some other videos and stuff of them just talking on the sideline, and yeah. See, Nicole saying it here. It's Andrew Berry's pick. That's all I see. But some people are upset about it. Yeah, but for real, Andrew Berry could have drafted Travis Hunter, Travion Henderson, and Shedeur. Where would the Browns be right now? And I forgot about this, man. Quinshon Judkins still isn't signed. Viral authority. Thanks for making me look like I knew what the fuck I was doing. Sorry for the language. Oh, it's so funny though, man. I loved it. Hey, Paul, what's going on, man? Hey, Quincy Wiggins, LSU baby. He has looked great here. He has looked great. And speaking of great, Paul Simmons saying a great success story requires a lot of twists and turns. Exactly. What about that DT on special teams for the Browns with three huge collisions? I might have missed that D time. Was that in the fourth quarter? Because honestly, man, I turned it off after I saw Huntley in there. I was like, man, it's preseason football, man. Whatever. But I might have missed that special teams play with the three huge collisions, man. But yeah, how are you guys feeling? Like, are you feeling like on top of the world on TikTok? When I posted like predicts Shedeur stat line, it was only haters. It was only haters in the comments saying you throw four interceptions, all this sort of stuff, man. And man, egg on your face, man. We knew this is what Shedeur does, baby. He goes and he elevates his teammates. And man, this guy, what was his name? He had a long last name. We'll get to it. He was coming down with some great catches. This guy, Gage Larvadian, Larvadane, and Caden Davis, these guys made some great plays. I think Luke Floria had the one-handed 30-yard catch from Shedeur. So you see a bunch of these no-name guys get involved and have success. That's awesome. I mean, no shade to these guys, but I don't know their names. Jamari Thrash had a couple of nice catches, some slants, and Deontay Johnson, 2 targets, no catches, man, and a drop, man. Just cut him. Cut him. Sorry. That's just how I feel, man. I've had Deontay Johnson on too many of my fantasy teams. All right. We'll see what else y'all are saying. Yeah. We all turned it off after Shedeur went down. And guys, like, check this out. Like, the NFL official YouTube channel, they posted the highlights of Shedeur like maybe an hour and a half ago. But at about the hour mark of it being posted, I checked, and it already had over 150,000 views. Just insane. Yeah, the number definitely dropped after 12 went off, man. Absolutely. Now, okay, Dave, did Shedeur do enough to take the number 3 spot? Man, he freaking absolutely did. Should have been the number 3 this whole time, but it is what it is. But they brought in a million quarterbacks. He looked fantastic. This is the room that I would keep right now. Let me know who your 3 quarterbacks you would keep would be, but I would keep Joe Flacco, Shedeur Sanders, and Dylan Gabriel. Those are the guys that I would keep. You know what Kenny Pickett is at this stage in his career. You know what Tyler Huntley is at his stage in his career. The problem is that Stefanski is coaching for his job, as most head coaches do in the NFL every single year. It can take a lot for them to want to trust rookies, especially at the quarterback position. So we'll have to see, what they end up doing. But I don't think you're going to be able to hide cut Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur, obviously, and keep them on the practice squad. No, those guys are going to be picked up somewhere. Now, I think, Dylan Gabriel's draft capital was definitely overdrafted compared to Shedeur being underdrafted. But and I do believe that both of these guys belong on NFL rosters. Obviously, Dylan Gabriel is a little bit more of a fringe guy, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the quarterback room I would keep. My guess is that the Browns are going to do something totally ridiculous and keep 4 quarterbacks on the roster. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Wow. And that viewing number on YouTube is already over 211,000 views. It's insane. Yeah. Yeah. The NFL is doing this all the time. You saw Nike put out the ad too. already uh, for this. Oh, and Corey Yates Analytics. Is he Ivan Yates's like father? Anyways, he had a nice little scouting report here. He said Shedeur Sanders' first half checked a lot of boxes: command of the offense, off script athletic plays, avoid early negative plays, complete third and long passes. Yes, 3rd and 15. I think we converted on. Convert in the red zone. Don't turn the ball over. Definitely outplayed his draft position. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Preseason defense doesn't game plan, yada yada yada. Just say you don't like him. Owned. You owned him, Corey Yates, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah. See, and then you got the well actually guys coming in. These people that have no love in their life. That's just how it is, man. Biggest stat in football is getting that W, Gennaro. Exactly, man. Great to see the Browns get a win. Guys, I'm going to wrap this thing up, but I greatly appreciate every single one of you that would spend part of your night with me celebrating what we knew was inevitable, that when Shedeur got on the field, man, he was going to play awesome, even with the lowly Cleveland Browns. So we will keep tracking this. We'll keep reacting to this, having a lot of fun with this, and at the haters' expense this whole time, man. Because Shedeur is a good quarterback, man. He's a fantastic quarterback, a legendary quarterback. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I'll be back tomorrow. Sco Buffs.